right, guys, we are here with the weekly What Sold video. Luckily, this week has been much better for sales, so I'm super excited to show you what I've been selling this week. Hopefully this can help you in your reselling business so you can look for these type of items at your thrift store in order to make more money. I think we are starting to end the summer slowdown, which is good. I am going to talk about a business that I use for my Poshmark automation. Just really quick to show you, I wouldn't be able to make as many sales without it. It is Prime Lister, so let me minimize myself here and show you. So you can do your shares, your community shares, relist, offers to likers, party share, return, follow. I have some of these turned off, but what I use the most is the likes on the items and the sending out offers. So you can go ahead and choose however much time you want to do that after someone has liked an item. I would not recommend doing your Poshmark business without some sort of automation. I really like Prime Lister. I've said it before, the thing I like the most is that when I'm away and when my computer is shut down, it's cloud-based, so it still runs everything. It has definitely helped me make some really good Poshmark sales this weekend. I actually just had a couple of offers accepted this morning from an offer that they sent out. You can use the link down below for a free 14-day trial. I don't always have that. And then 30% off of your first month. So that's more than I normally offer. So if you haven't yet tried Prime Lister, or if you want to switch what you're currently having, or if you don't use anything, especially if you don't use anything, click at least and try it free for 2 weeks. Your Poshmark business will be so much better. It is such a waste of time to be doing all of that yourself. So let's get into the sales. First up, we're going to start, actually, let's start with Depop. I sold these Merrell shoes. These were in a size 9.5. I have noticed that a lot of my outdoor type shoes sell really well on Depop. So these ones were in a size 9.5, like I said, brown with the orange laces, and they sold pretty quickly for what? $28. That's 20% off my listing price. Next up, I sold this Coach purse for $38. This was actually mine. I had thrifted it or got it in a ThredUp name brand handbag box before, but I don't like to carry, I don't have a lot of purses. So I found a different brown one that I like better. So I just decided to sell this vintage Coach, and I was happy with that sale since it did have some spots on it. Next up, I sold these jeans, Abercrombie and Fitch jeans for $30. These were in a size 22. They were the 90s relaxed high-rise Curve Love denim. The Curve Love does tend to do better for me in all sizes, so I was happy about that. Those boots I sold on eBay the night before, and I didn't delete them, so I had to go ahead and cancel that sale. Next up, we sold a pair of Danskos, I think, for $35. Danskos also sell really well on Depop. These were a pair of Mary Jane style brown leather round toe shoes. They sold for my full asking price. So I was, of course, excited about that. And then the last thing I sold were these pair of Judy Blue jeans. These were sold for $25. They were a size 32, high-rise, skinny fit, distressed, with the fringe kind of hem jeans. So that's it on Depop. Mercari, I literally had one sale, and it was these pair of Beta brand pants. I would not pick these up to resell. These were mine. When I lost weight, I got rid of some stuff in my closet, and this was one of them. So they were a size medium long or tall, skinny, high-rise pants. They sold for $16.20. Nothing special. I would not pick those up at the thrift store if I were you, because the sell-through rate has gotten really bad on Beta brand. Okay, next up, we're going to go into Poshmark. So the first thing I sold, this was just this morning. This is what I was talking about, my Prime Lister that made a sale for me, basically. I don't hardly ever pick up Everlane anymore, but these were different. It wasn't just their normal blue jeans. They were organic cotton, size 6. They were a pair of barrel leg pants as well, so that's really trendy right now. So that's why I decided to get those. Those sold in a couple of days for $28. Next up, I sold these Spring Step sandals. I got these from a consignment store because they were getting rid of a lot of spring and summer items. Size 9. These are a pair, they were called a Parchel sandals. Leather, embroidered, really pretty floral there on the back. I like picking up Spring Step. Next up is the brand We Were What. I heard there's some controversy with maybe somebody who owns the brand or the company. I've had this crochet set for a little while now, so I ended up accepting an offer of $20 for that. So glad to get that moving at the end of summer. Next up are these Ariat jeans that I sold for $35. I just showed these in a recent haul video, and I told you there was over a 100% sell-through rate, at least on eBay. So I knew they would sell fast. They sold for my full asking price. They were in a size 27. They even had some wear down at the bottom. But yeah, that was a great sale. Next up, we have a pair of Judy Blue jeans in a size 25. These only sold for $12. These were a pair of boyfriend distressed jeans. So it's getting into jean season again. So I need to kind of see how my Judy Blue in smaller sizes are going to do, or if I need to stop picking up the smaller sizes. I sold these vintage Nike pants. These were a pair of men's size large, loose fit, baggy, kind of like a streetwear pair of pants. I hoped I could get more for them, but I don't know. I'm not really good at selling Nike stuff or like vintage Nike. So I don't know if there's just keywords I'm not using, or maybe they just really weren't worth that much. But that's okay. I got rid of them. I sold these Zara jeans for $30. These were a pair of women's size 4 pink high-rise wide leg jeans. I think I might have sold this style before and it did pretty well. So I went ahead and picked it up again. My sister is texting me. Okay, I'm just going to answer that afterwards. Next up, I sold a bundle of 2 items for $90. I just picked up these pants. You saw them in a recent video. The brand was Pomadier, I don't know. New with tags, made in Italy pants. I was honestly just guessing when I priced these at $75 because some people had them selling for like $20 and some people sold them like around this. And then the other item was this Acris Punto jacket. So I did give the buyer a pretty good deal, but I was happy to sell this because I've had this for a while. And then the other item, because my price was basically just a guess. So I was like, okay, yes. If you hear me pause, it's because I'm taking a drink and I'm not on the screen. Yes, I will take that really quick flip on the one pants. Okay, Raquel Allegra top, size small, sold for $16. Minimalist, black, oversized. I don't know if there's just certain things in this brand that do better than others, but I haven't had very much luck with it lately in the smaller sizes. So I don't know. I need to maybe kind of look and see what I've sold recently from the brand and use that to help me decide what to pick up. Next up was a brand of Miss Me jeans. These were in a size 28. Blue, they were tall. I did put that. I didn't say that on the tag, but by the inseam, obviously they were really long. I actually sold those already on eBay and they got returned, so I sold them again on Poshmark. Next up was a pair of BKE jeans men's. This was in a size 31. The Tyler straight leg jeans, I tried to give these to Ryan to see if he wanted them and he didn't like them, or maybe they weren't long enough for him. So I went ahead and sold them. I sold these Athleta pants in a size 14 for $20. These were called the Headlands Hybrid. This certain style of Athleta can actually do pretty good for me. Usually I did take a little bit of a lower offer than I normally would. So I don't know if like the style is dying off or I don't know. Anyway, that's okay. Next up is a bundle of Democracy jeans for $50. They were both in a size 20. And this one was a pair of straight leg, at least that was my guess by the style. And then the other ones were a boot cut. So boot cut can definitely, and straight leg can definitely do better than skinny because that's the style of jeans that are trending right now. So I was glad to sell both of those in a bundle together. I like selling them Democracy in plus sizes. Next up is a pair of 7 for All Mankind jeans. These were called the Super Flare, so I thought they would do really good, but they took a really long time, and they only sold for $15. So I guess they were not really good. The Dojo jeans is really what I like to sell from 7 for All Mankind. Next up is this Albion skirt. This sold actually really quickly. This was in a size large. It was a drawstring knee-length skirt. Here's what the tag looks like. It's like those two almost like little A's back to back. So I was happy with that really quick sale. Next up, I sold a pair of Judy Blue jeans in a size 29. These are a pair of red skinny jeans. So here's some skinny jeans from Judy Blue that still sold. They are in a slightly larger size at 29. I mean, that's a size 8. So I don't know. I need to just kind of look and see how they're doing. Democracy pants. These were in a size 14. These were a pair of green corduroy straight leg, and they were in a size, I already said that, artist says 14. $29 in those. I had them listed for $35. Next up, I sold these cut from the cloth shorts for $20. These were new with tags in a size 14. I got these at a local, I don't remember where I got them. Maybe a like consignment store or like some type of liquidation store. But that was a decent sale. Nothing amazing, but that's okay. Next up was this Lululemon hoodie, and I'm trying to remember if this was in my thrift challenge, my 1 into $1,000. I have written down in a notebook out there my items that I'm waiting to sell, so I need to check, but I don't remember if this was. Anyway, size 6 scuba sweatshirt sold for $25. This is definitely an older style, so they don't sell for as good as the newer ones that are maybe like a solid color or more of an oversized crop style. So I was still happy to get $25 for that. Next up, we have another pair of Judy blue jeans. These ones have sat for a little while. They were in a size 30 and they were a high-rise skinny. And I think these are a little bit of an older style with this type of tag. The newer ones don't seem to have that tag anymore, I don't think. So, I mean, whatever. Next up is a pair of mother jeans / pants. They were corduroy, mid-riser Dazzler ankle straight. I've had these for a long time, and they had went through a few markdowns, obviously, because they sold for $17, but I was still happy to see those go. Next up was a Talbot's jacket that sold for $6, so that was pathetic. This was in a size 2X. It was metallic, full zip. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so done. I feel like I was trying to get Talbot's. I'm like, oh yeah, Talbot's plus size can do so good, but not everything. So I don't know. I just need to be really picky about it. Or sometimes you just have a sale or an item that just goes through and doesn't get sold at a good price, even though normally it can. Next up is a pair of Proving Connection pants in a size 2. These were a pair of like cream ivory, like moto skinny pants. They sold for $28. I've been finding lots of Proving Connection, so has other people. If you guys thrift locally in the Omaha area, are you guys finding a lot of Proving Connection? I know my one friend told me about it, and I went and got everything that I could. I went back a couple weeks later, and I got more. I had another reseller friend that lives around here and said she found like 60 pieces the other day. So somewhere in Omaha, all of this is getting donated. And so I don't know what's going on, but I am loving it. Next up was a Nation LTD shirt. This was in a women's size small. It was called the Tory puff sleeve shirt, asymmetrical blouse. That was a pretty good sale. I wish my Poshmark would just go back to where I left off. Okay, and then next I sold this Free People shirt for $16. This was a thermal kind of shirt. It was like a turtleneck, or it wasn't a thermal, turtleneck split back, kind of like a sweater. Kind of an older style or like really oversaturated. So I was glad to get that out of my closet. That is definitely more of a fall type item. Next up is a Veronica Beard top. This sold for $26. So I'm happy with that for any short sleeve tops. This was a linen top as well, which I definitely think helped it to sell and made it a little bit more valuable rather than if it was just like polyester or cotton. Next up was another Lululemon sweatshirt. This one sold for $27. And this one was a size 6. It was a gray wrap style sweatshirt. So I was really happy to go ahead and get that sold. The older stuff, I'll still pick up some stuff if I think it's a substantial enough piece. That one was okay. Next up was an Aritzia Babaton faux leather jacket. This sold for $60, so that was a great sale. In a size large, vegan leather, and it was called the Ava jacket. So I think I could have got a little bit more for that, but I was just happy with that since some of my sales before that were a little bit lower. Next up was a pair of this Lululemon leggings in a size 8. These were called the base crop leggings. I could not find the logo anywhere on these, and after I looked at them closer, I think they'd been cut. I know some of the leggings are supposed to be like that at the bottom, but I feel like those weren't. I don't know. So I just sold them quickly and like got them out of my closet. Next up was a Revolve dress that I sold for $25. This was new with tags, and it was like kind of cool, like design, but like very specific person's going to have to buy this. So I just let it go for $25. It's getting to the end of summer, so if I don't sell it now, it's probably going to have to sit all the way until next spring and summer. Next is a pair of vintage Lower East Side sandals. So this was like back in the 90s when you didn't have enough money for Doc Martens like me, we had to get the off-brand like these. So they look a lot like Doc Martens. These were actually leather. They were real leather. And I'd used like Y2K, 90s grunge in a size 8. They sold really fast, which I kind of thought they would because of the style. So I am happy about that. Next up is another pair of Democracy jeans that sold for $29. These were the Ab Technology in a size 18, black high-rise skinny jeans. And what day is that from? Today is August 9th, so we are doing sales from August 2nd through the 9th. Let's see, this sold on August 2nd, so let's keep going. Eileen Fisher, size small, striped organic linen pullover sweater, $17 on that. Let me see if I have any more on the 2nd. I have a Sundance top, and this is in a size medium. It was a floral velvet burnout top. So burnout is kind of like, I don't know if I can click on this and make it bigger. So you can see like the velvety part, but then it'll be kind of like, I don't know, it has a different texture. And then like the other part can be kind of like lightweight. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. If you have a good way of explaining burnout, please put it down in the comments below because I feel like that was just really stupid of me. Next up was a J. Crew sweater blazer. This was in a size extra small green. It sold for $20. Usually I like to get more for these, but I have had this one for quite a while. I probably could have waited a little while or maybe like relisted it as a higher price since blazers are starting to sell good right now, but I didn't and I just still sold it for $20. I sold these bundle of Alley Miles tops, 2 of them for $40. This was a day when I was sending out some aggressive bundle offers because my sales last week were so bad. This one was in a size large, cowl neck, multicolor top, and the other one was also in a size large, orange, lightweight, cowl neck as well. So I was still happy to make a bundle sale and get 2 items in my closet for $40. I think I paid $5 or $6 for each of those. And then after that, I think I talked about this last week. I don't know. We're going to make this the last thing. Cool. KUHL. This is an outdoor brand. This is an older pair of like cargo sweatpants. I sold them for $18. That's what the tag looks like. So that is it for Poshmark. Let's move on to eBay. Let me know down below in the comments, how have your sales been this week? I hope that they are doing better for you. If not, there are lots of tools that we can use to make more sales. Okay, so when sales were really slow, I ended up sending this extra 24% off coupon. Why did I do 24 instead of 25? I don't know. But I sent it out to all of my previous buyers on eBay, and so some people definitely used it, which is great. First up, they bought this Peruvian Connection nightgown. The original price was $80. So excellent sale. This was lace embroidered, really pretty Pima cotton nightgown. So who knew that nightgowns could be so valuable? Next up was this Masuk tank top. This sold for $35 with a coupon. Black, I did use the word shell. Some people will just layer this underneath of a cardigan or a blazer. So that was good. Next up was the brand Transit Par Such. This kind of seems like a minimalist, maybe lag and look type brand. These were a pair of size small linen drawstring, like straight leg pants. Here's what the tag looks like on these. I have seen different tags in the past on different items, but that's what it's called. Next up were a pair of Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts. These were mine. Too big for me. I tried to wear them for a little while, but they just looked like really baggy and kind of sloppy. So I decided to sell them. So those sold for $38 with a coupon, the 24% off. As you can see, look at all of these. 24% off, 24% off. That one's finally promoted listings. So like use the coupons on eBay. You have to just have a basic store, but people use them all the time. Okay, next up was a Lily Pulitzer shirt. And this sold for 24% off of $35. Navy blue, this sold in a literal day, maybe even less than 24 hours. So I was excited about that. A Peruvian Connection dress, $40 with the 24% off coupon. This had pockets, midi length sleeveless dress, really cute, really pretty. Next up, I sold this John Mark shirt. This was new with tags in a size small, $40 with a 24% off coupon. John Mark's selling really good for me, especially in the larger sizes, but since this was new with tags, that's why I decided to get it in a small. Next up was a pair of Ariat jeans. These were a pair of men's size 36, flame resistant. They definitely had some stains, so I don't think my brother would have sold those. I don't mind selling stuff with flaws, and I think if these are work jeans, people aren't going to care anyway. So that was great. Here's the Harley boots. They sold on eBay. They sold for $36. Harley Davidson men's size 9. These were actually really beat up. This whole front part of the toe was like worn off, like almost gray or white. I used black leather shoe polish, and I at least cleaned them up somewhat, and they still sold pretty quickly, even though they were in kind of like rough condition. Next up was a Johnny Was swimsuit. This sold for $50. This was in a size extra small, tie-dye, new with tags swimsuit, so that was an excellent sale. I sold this Anthropologie 18 of 52 Conversations, 24% off coupon. Sold for, already said that. It was originally listed for $25. So this was a hot air balloon print. It was pretty cute, but nothing like super special. So that was great. Next up was a Peruvian Connection pair of pants. These sold for $32. These were in a size 12. Brown Moto skinny pants. Yay for another Peruvian Connection sale. I sold this IC by Connie K shirt. This is an oversized size large, kind of like a multicolor, multimedia print tunic. Definitely a good lag and look brand to be on the lookout for in larger sizes. Another Peruvian Connection shirt with that 24% off coupon sold for $30. With the coupon, this was like a wrap top. This sold before I could even get it cross-listed anywhere. So that was a nice, really quick sale. Eileen Fisher Petite Large Silk Minimalist Tank Top, $36 with a 24% off coupon. I like selling Eileen Fisher silk, even if it's just in a tank top. It still does really good. Next up was a Free Fly hoodie. This is the first item that has sold without anything. Everything else has been either promoted listings or a coupon. So it's like, if I didn't have those, I think I would have way less sales. So here's a Free Fly hoodie. This sold for $24. This was in a size extra large. It is an athleisure, like outdoor type brand, usually made with bamboo. Next up is this Free People shirt. I showed this in a recent haul. I never could find the style name of it. It was a really new tag, I think. I got it because it was in a size large. Here's what the tag looks like. So let me know if you've ever seen that Intimately Free People tag. But $28 on that. That's a great sale. I sold these men's Viore pants. I think I thought these were women's at first, and then when I went to list them, I realized they were men's. And those sold for $42, I think, or was it $40? $40 with promoted listings. Next up is a pair of Madewell jeans, sold for $35 with a coupon. Size 27. These were the low slung straight leg jeans, so I've never seen this style before. Very on trend. So I went ahead and picked that up. Next up was a Catherine's shirt in a size 4X. Sold for $22. This was a beaded V-neck plus size striped tunic top. I sold a Peruvian Connection dress for $40. This, I actually had 2 of these. So I've already sold both of them extremely quickly. The style name was like the tortoise shell dress. So I was excited for that sale. Next up, I sold these K-Deer leggings with a coupon. These would have done better if they were full length, but they usually have these really interesting, like loud stripes. But these ones were a crop, so I think that's why they sold a little less. Next up is a J. McLaughlin dress. I've already sold this once. It got returned. I sold it again. Size large, blue, yellow, Catalina cloth, stretch summer dress. Catalina cloth is their signature fabric that they use. Next up was a Bowden sweatshirt. This sold for $24. This had little fox like print graphic on here. So super cute. And that sold within a few weeks. Another Peruvian Connection dress. This one sold for $45. It was in a size extra large. This was a white ribbed maxi dress. I also had this in a size small that sold, and then it got returned. So I listed it again. Okay, next, vintage no boundaries. A ton of people told me, don't get this at the thrift store. And I got it and I sold it. These are a pair of vintage no boundaries, corduroy, low-rise crop pants. Like, to me, they're hideous. But the kids are wearing these and they sold for $25. So I'm glad I went with my gut. This long message is because this person bought 3 items and they're asking me to refund the shipping difference, which I definitely did for them because that was really great that they bought 3 items. So altogether, it was $115, and then they used 24% off coupon off of each of them. AG Adriano Goldschmied ex-boyfriend jeans, Peruvian Connection size white pull-on pants, and Peruvian Connection size 8 teal moto skinny pants. So that was great. I just now noticed this person gave me their phone number. Call me for extra charges. I need it by Wednesday. Like, what does that even mean? I don't know, but it was a Mission Canyon kimono. This sold for $40. I found a bunch of these a long time ago at a Goodwill, and then I just came across a couple of more. So I picked them up. It's a good summary brand list. Next up was the brand Fat Face. This was a top that sold for $20. Kind of weird name. Size 18, striped pullover, nothing special, but a good quick little sale there. Next up I have this Metallica size small cropped band tee. This sold for $25 with a coupon. I just felt like some young little girl is going to want this. Is she even going to know who Metallica is? I don't know. Next up was an Escada top. This was a tank top in a size medium. It was animal print and it was silk, which is why I got it, because usually I do not pick up Escada because it does not move very good for me. So I was glad that one did. I sold these Lululemon men's pants for $14. I've had these for a really long time. Probably a bad pickup. They weren't that trendy. The logo was cracked and they're kind of old. So yeah, I was glad to see those go away. Another Peruvian Connection dress. This is like my theme of this week of sales. $45 with a coupon. Size extra large. Loose maxi, like summery dress. So cute. Peruvian Connection pants. $35 with a coupon. These were in a size 6. They were a dark floral pair of high-rise skinny pants. So if you're learning anything from this video, is to pick up Peruvian Connection. Peruvian Connection skirt. This was in a size extra large, black Pima cotton midi skirt. The tag actually said small on this, but there's no way this is a small. It measured way bigger. So I listed it as a larger size, and then I put in the description, like, this is what the tag says, but it measures like this. Next up is a pair of Chaco sandals. These sold for $28. I just talked about these. Actually, I filmed it before this, but you'll see a haul video coming out on Sunday. So if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do that and click the bell next to it, and then you'll get notifications when I put out my new videos. So I got another pair of Chacos in an upcoming haul. These ones sold really fast for $28. They were in excellent condition, a women's size 8. So I was happy about that. Next up was a pair of Joe's jeans shorts that sold for $21. These were in a size 31. They were the collector's edition, just basic denim jean shorts for the summer. So that's great. I sold this Peruvian Connection shirt for $30 with a coupon. This sold really fast. It wasn't a size extra small, and it was like a blue wrap style tank top. So that's a great price kind of for a tank top. Guess what we have? Peruvian Connection, size large, black Pima cotton, or is that navy blue? Ugh, I hope I don't get this returned because I think that's navy blue. Turtleneck sweater. Okay, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. Next, Peruvian Connection bundle. This person wanted to bundle 2 items, but they wanted me to make it as one listing and do one shipping price instead of doing the refund. So I went ahead and did that for her. I just took screenshots of my other ones. So it kind of looks lean, but it was like this green dress and then these cream pair of pants. They sold together for $71. Next up, I sold the brand Anne Fontaine. This was a size medium women's green button-up shirt. This brand is really expensive, kind of like a luxury designer, maybe not luxury, but like designer brand. But I don't know, the sell-through rate isn't super amazing on everything, so I would just be careful with what pieces that you get. These Keen sandals sold extremely quickly. They were in a size 10, and they sold for $28. They had this like crazy animal print, closed-toe style. Next up are a pair of Lululemon leggings that sold for $40, which is great because sometimes I don't sell Lululemon that high anymore, but they were like this lattice print, and they were in a size 2. They were the Align, which is like a popular style for them, so maybe that helped. Next up was this Nike men's extra large brown club hoodie. This sold for $24. I thought about seeing if Ryan or Dustin wanted these. Dustin is my husband, but I just ended up selling it. Peruvian Connection dress in a size extra small. This was a wrap front kind of like a fit and flare style, super cute. And that is the last sale on eBay because I think I talked about everything else before. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support on my channel. Anytime you can comment, like, and share, it definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. So please do that if you want to support me and my small business. I will see you guys on Sunday with a haul video. I've got some really exciting, good things to show you. So I'll see you then.